That was pretty cool. We were all watching it on the field, something new.
That was pretty awesome. And to see all the players on the field rallied around. And again, Schwarber, he strikes again. He is an animal, a savage. And fellas, one of the most clutch players in our game.
I had more fun than what I thought it was going to be like. I'm telling you. I mean, you see the guys coming in, extra inning. I don't know if you guys remember that one game where we had to wait for a long time for the extra inning. I mean, this is perfect right here. Schwarber coming in, hitting 3 bombs to pull his team ahead. I mean, majestic. Can't get no better than that.
I tell you, when I heard about it, I didn't know what to think. I was like, come on now, what are we doing? If I'm being honest, what are we doing out here? But it was fun, it was exciting, and quite frankly, I think it's much better than going out here. They've had a long day and had a great few days here in Atlanta. And it was what a wonderful way to end it.
I think the fans were into it. How about the players? I mean, they were jumping on Schwarber when he won it. It was really, really cool. And then in the game, obviously, you had some really signature moments tonight. What was your favorite, Derek?
My favorite was the tribute to Hank Aaron. I mean, look, we were talking about Hank in the pregame. And, you know, he's not only just a Hall of Fame player, he's a Hall of Fame person.
Yeah.
And all of us here have had a chance to get to know him, spend some time with him. And I thought it was a fitting tribute to Hank Aaron.
Without a doubt, I have to say it was one of my favorite moments also because it was like having him right here with us. You know, it was perfect at his hometown where he played for many years. Everybody getting familiar with. I mean, I feel like I was watching him play at that moment. Seriously.
I mean, Hank, we've talked, so much about him. He's great. I think the one thing that stood out for me is how important it is to make contact, and especially against elite pitching. You saw it in the first inning, Ohtani, blooper, Acuna, Marte with a double, and again in the ninth. The ability to make contact against top-tier pitching is something that will never go away.
Now the fun part, we get to put you guys on the spot and ask who's going to go to the World Series.
No.
It's Derek's favorite. You've been waiting, the entire weekend for this moment. Who's
what
going
you
to
got, Cap?
Derek?
What you got, Cap?
First of all, let me preface this with this is unfair. It really is unfair. Last year, I picked the Baltimore Orioles to go to the World Series. And hold on. You picked Boston to go to the World Series.
Well, you know.
But the reason why I picked them is I was looking forward to the trade deadline, and Baltimore had a stacked minor league system. I thought they were going to make a move. They didn't do it. They didn't win. So this year, I am going with the New York Yankees. Brian Cashman. Yankees are going to beat the Cubs in the World Series.
Whoa.
I'm going with the Yankees because Cashman basically said he's all in. So I expect the Yankees to do something at the trade deadline.
Well, in my case, I'm in a better situation than what you are.
Why?
Because I'm going to pick my Red Sox over the Dodgers just because we won 10 games in a row. Can't get no better than that. You go into the trading line, we pick some stuff, get the team better.
We're in July.
And all of a sudden, we are in Boston.
KB, we've been doing this now for 10 years. And this is the 1 year, fellas, that is wide open. I have no idea who's going to go to the World Series, and that's a good thing. What I will say is whatever GM, there's going to be a competition of the best front office that does the most bold moves in the trade deadline, and I'm going to go with the most resources, Yankees and Dodgers. All the eyes will be on Brian Cashman to make the move to finally get over the LA Dodgers in October.
I wonder if those will be headlines in the Post tomorrow. I can't wait to find out. I'm sure it will be. There you go.
If they're awake.
Well, I can't wait to see you guys.
Hey Dave, why do you think to use this system during the regular season?
Excuse me?
Why do you think to use this system, the walk-off system, during the regular season?
Oh no, I think that it was great for this exhibition. But in the regular season, I don't mind how it plays out in the regular season with the man on second base. But this was first time in history we've got to do this, and I think it played pretty well tonight.
Go to Barry and then Bill.
Doc, what did you think of it as you were going through it?
Well, what part? I mean, I think that
Going into the home run swing off or whatever.
well, you know what? I was hoping we didn't have a home run swing off, and then obviously Eugenio got hit in the hand, so I had to replace him with my starfish, Kyle Stowers. That's his new nickname, Starfish. So I had to replace him. And just kind of thinking about out the lineup, and I was going to save Alonso for the 3-hole, and I was kind of going to get Stowers in there first. And I was trying to get the format down. And Schwartz, I was talking to Kyle, and he was like, I'd never hit on the field anymore, so hopefully I can take batting practice and hit a homer, on the field and not just in the cage. So he came up huge. Dino Ebel, our pitching coach, came up huge. So it was a lot of fun. And the cool thing is that we got to see the players were all into it too, which was fun.
Was Suarez okay?
Suarez, yeah, he had some X-rays, and the X-rays were negative.
Go to Bill, and then Claudia, and then Ron.
Dave, two things. On the game with Freddie, how did you come up with the idea about when you were going to remove him and how that came about?
So that was more of appreciating the fact that we had 3 first basemen. And I went to Freddie and asked him, would he be fine with 1 at bat, or does he want 2? And he's such a good teammate and understood that we had 2 other guys that wanted to get out there and perform. And so I just felt that to give Freddie his due, to get one of the first basemen to exchange positions with him and call a timeout. I just felt that Pete was the perfect guy and allowed me to finish up with Matt Olson, the hometown guy. So that was kind of the thought behind it.
And then how much of what happened in the Derby, if you want to call it, or swing off, was well planned in advance, and how much of it did you go, can I call Shohei and see if he can come back here?
No, so Shohei was long gone. But I think what it was is you had to declare 3 guys with 1 alternate before the game. And so we went around and sort of polled the guys and figured out who was going to be in the back half of the game, kind of thing like that.
Claudia right here, Dave.
Dave, what do you think of the way your guys handled the pressure in such a unique form?
I thought they did a great job, and I think the great thing about this situation is you don't know a lot of these guys. You just see them from the other side, and there's some guys that you see under pressure, and you see how they respond. And this was a game that we clearly wanted to win. Those guys were fighting to win, and so there was some motivation, and it was good. It was good. There was a lot of fight on both sides, but there's a reason why these guys are the best players in the world.
And what message does this win send about the talent in the National League right now?
Well, we finally beat these guys. They seem to have our number over the last decade, but there's just a lot of talent in both leagues. But tonight we got the best of them.
Go to Ron right here.
What was your thought process in evaluating which 3 players to pick, and how many were in the pool? How did you narrow it down? Did you talk to the coaches, or?
You know what? I talked to my bench coach, Danny Lehman, and I just figured that 2 guys that had been in home run derbies before was sort of a no-brainer. And I've seen Suarez take batting practice, and when he touches it in batting practice, it goes 400 feet. So I felt that was a pretty easy choice as well. And the Stowers one was the first timer, and I was hoping I wouldn't have to use him, and it just kind of worked out that way.
Did you wait till after the 9th inning to pick him, or
No, that was already decided.
Oh, he was the off.
And then Eugenio was out because of the hand. Yeah.
Dave, Clayton mentioned that you had him say something to the team before the start of the game. Kind of what went into that, and just kind of how did you see him just kind of experience this whole week, and kind of the appreciation he had for being here?
I think that it's almost like it's obviously full circle in the sense of he's done it 11 times. I think he enjoyed every single bit of this experience, from being named to sharing it with his family, to the media day and the home run derby, which he stuck around till the end, to having his kids around, to doing the brunch and getting over here and pitching 2/3 of an inning, and he was very pleased. And then also, I just felt it was apropos to give him the opportunity to speak to the guys if he chose to. And so it was a great message. Everyone was attentive, and it meant a lot to the group for Clayton to speak up. Yeah.
Go to Bob over here, Dave.
Hey, Dave, when you're talking about, grabbing the three guys yesterday, was there much negotiations as far as trying to convince them? I mean, Alonso did not want to do the home run derby. Suarez did and wasn't picked. How did that go about talking to those guys?
You know what? I think I had Danny was the messenger. So I'm not sure if they shot the messenger or not, but that was kind of who I chose and who I thought made sense. And to their credit, they all kind of agreed to do it. So I don't know how much coaxing there was.
In this game, I would say there's no winning or losing pitcher. Do you think Dino Ebo was your winning pitcher?
Yeah, Dino. Yeah, there you go. Put a W next to Dino's name in the paper. Well, there's no more papers anymore, but yeah, Dino should get the win. Absolutely.
Let's take a few more, Mark.
Dave, we know what kind of power Schwarber has, but what was it like for you to watch him go up there having 3 swings and hitting those 3 home runs?
It's remarkable, and Schwarb's is he's just, if he touches it, it's 110. Like I said earlier, he doesn't take much batting practice outside anymore, and so for him to get out there and see an arm that he's never seen before in Dino, and to use the big part of the field, hit it out, and clutch up and hit 3 homers, and the last one ball in a little bit, kept it fair, so that just speaks to the hitter he is. So you got a guy that can really hit with bat to ball, and then also has huge power. It's fun to watch.
I'll take one back here.
Dave, Hector Bochan with Latino Sports. Besides the home run swing off, what was your thoughts of the ABS system being implemented during the game?
I thought it was great. I think that Dan got a lot of the calls right. There was a couple that were overturned. I thought it was great. The fans enjoy it. I thought the players had fun with it, and there's a strategy to it if it does get to us during the season, but I like it. I think it's good for the game. I'm okay with it.
And you, former manager and former player, what was your favorite takeaway from this weekend?
I had so when I come to Atlanta, I got this restaurant that I get my favorite sweet potato. So that was one takeaway that I had: pop in Atlanta and get my favorite meal. You know what? Spending time with the guys. No, in all seriousness, I think that just talking to the players and sitting by their lockers and talking about the game and respecting the game and their responsibility to the game. And there's more talent in this game, top to bottom, than there has ever been. And they also have to give back and respect the game. So those are things that I just really loved. I love seeing Clayton just happy. It was nice for me not to really, I can smile and laugh during a ball game. That was fun. So it was just top to bottom. The Braves organization, the city of Atlanta, Major League Baseball just knocked it out of the park. It was fantastic. Well done this trip in.
Hi, you discussed the selection process for the swing off. Was there any consideration to let Olsen do it due to the hometown element?
You know what? I didn't think about it. I probably should have. I think it was more of I didn't know where he was going to be at in the game. And so if it was going to be early to have him stick around, I didn't want to potentially put him in harm's way as far as injury. So I didn't really know. And I didn't know how I was going to do the first base situation. All right, guys. Thank you.